Well, here we are. It's Thursday, June 5, 2025, reading the last remaining reports and group work. Today, the Mass and the Liturgy of the Hours was celebrated in a different language, English. The rector of the Seraphicum, Friar Adam Monchka, presided over Mass at 7 a.m. During his homily, he called attention to the icon of St. Francis of Assisi behind him, who raises prayer to the crucifix of San Damiano, also on the back wall of the altar. This image clearly reflects the gospel passage proclaimed in John 17. The true disciple of Christ is the one who remains united to him in order to receive the very Trinitarian unity which Jesus himself invoked during the Last Supper. The wounds of the stigmata that St. Francis bore confirms his perfect union with the crucified and risen Lord. At 9:15 a.m., the work in the chapter hall resumed with questions and comments from the capitulars directed to the General Econom, Friar Nicola Rosa, particularly concerning the current financial status of the order and recent renovation projects. This was followed by the report of the auditors with a presentation by their president, Friar Wojciech Kulig. The committee met in Rome at the end of March 2025 to review the accounting books and discuss matters with the General Financial Office. There were no concerns raised regarding the work of the General Econom or his collaborators. However, there are certainly some issues with certain jurisdictions that struggle to provide financial reports and meet the contributions requested by the order. After the financial report, Friar Piotr Stanisławczyk, the Secretary General for Formation, gave his summary report. He highlighted key strengths such as the revision of the Franciscan discipleship and the Ratio Studiorum, the opportunities presented by the Franciscan centenaries, and the many formation events and meetings offered to the order, made possible by the generosity and hospitality of the general houses and various jurisdictions. One of the main challenges was the continuing formation of the friars, which must always be promoted and strengthened. Another challenge involved initial formation and the need to move beyond an overly intellectual approach toward one that is more holistic, Franciscan, and experiential. After some comments by the capitulars, the General Secretary for Mission Animation, Friar Dariusz Mazurek, read his summary. There were many mission formation events conducted, especially in the order's formation houses. This is a vital activity for the order, which needs reinforcing and careful planning. The difficulty jurisdictions have faced in opening new missions is understandable, given the decrease in personnel and financial resources. It is essential to renew mission efforts in the Holy Spirit, perhaps by focusing on the new evangelization or re-evangelizing the West. The morning concluded with a presentation by the project's office coordinator, Friar Valerio Folli. He emphasized the importance for individual friars and jurisdictions to better equip themselves to offer new projects of social value which can be evaluated and possibly funded. His full report includes detailed information on the projects that were reviewed and approved. In the chapter hall, emphasis was placed on the friars getting more involved in the area of project development. After lunch, the capitulars met in the chapter hall at 4 p.m. for midday prayer, known hour, followed by further discussion on the two final reports. The Most Reverend Marco Tasca, Archbishop of Genoa, Italy, was invited to offer his thoughts. He talked about the ups and downs in his northern Italian territory. He was pleased to announce that he will ordain 3 priests, including a religious, in the next few days. Next, group work began. The capitulars divided into 7 groups, led by the Assistants General, with the aim of reflecting on 3 areas in the life of the order that have borne good fruit and 3 areas that need further development. The day ended at 7:30 p.m. with evening prayer followed by dinner.